Hey, I'm Alan Brito, I'm an architect, and in this tutorial, let me show you how you can use groups in Blender. Yes, a groups feature that will make your life a lot easier when doing scene management or improving your 3D modeling workflow for architecture. Let's take a quick look on the native features first, then I will make a comparison to how it works in something like SketchUp, and then we will move back to Blender, and I will explain how to replicate what happens in SketchUp in Blender. So let's take a look here on how it currently works in Blender to manage groups. In fact, you don't have a native feature that looks like or works as groups. What you have in Blender is collections. So I have this scene here with 4 chair objects, and I want to try to group them. The best way to do this is to use a collection. Let's pretend here that I don't have them already in a collection. I will erase this collection here. So what I'll be doing is selecting all 4 of them, pressing the M key, and I will choose here new collection. Set a name for this collection like chairs, and you will see this new collection appearing here on the outliner. You can see that we have an icon here for the chairs, and the chair objects, they are inside this collection. Great. So how does this help me making selections here in Blender? If you click on each one of the objects yet, they are separated entities. So the best way to make a selection here is by pressing Shift G and choosing here collection as part of the options. And when you choose this option, Blender will select everything inside the collection. So the problem is you have this extra step by pressing Shift G. Another way is to select here the collection, right click and choose select objects. It also works. So this is not really that practical, because if you have to do this multiple times during a day, you will lose a lot of time. So let's take a look into how it works, or how the group feature from SketchUp works. And here we are in SketchUp, and you might be asking yourself, why am I making a comparison to SketchUp? Because it's that simple to create groups in SketchUp, and this is one of the most often questions that I get from people migrating from SketchUp to Blender. How do I create groups? And I'm often telling them you can't, and this makes people really frustrated. So in case you are not aware or familiar with SketchUp, to create groups, you select all of your objects, press Ctrl G, or right click and choose Make Group. And that's it. You now have a group. If you want to edit things here, you right click and choose Edit Group. You can select the entities that are part of your group, move them around, right click and choose Close Group. And this is it. And if you don't want a group anymore, right click and choose Explode, and you will ungroup things. So what if I told you that you can do something like this in Blender with the use of a free add-on? Let's go back to Blender. Let's get back to Blender. Now back in Blender, how can we install this free add-on? It's part of the Blender extensions repository, so you don't really have to go anywhere to install the add-on. Just go to the Edit, Preferences, and here under the Get Extensions, type Quick Groups, and it will give you the option to install the add-on. This is the name of the add-on, Quick Groups Instances. Hit the Install button, and it will install the add-on. So let's take a look on how it works. The workflow is quite similar to what you get in SketchUp. For instance, I will select 4 objects, 4 chair objects here, and I will press Ctrl G. Same shortcut from SketchUp. You will see that it will create a new group here as a collection, and it's actually an instance. You will see here that we have group 1, group 001. Now, if you select just one object, this is now part of a group. I can move things around, transform them, and if you want to edit the objects from this group, just select one of them, press Tab. It will enter the instance edit mode. You can move things around. Let me move this closer to the other chairs. And to exit this mode here, just deselect everything, press tab again, and you will get back to your scene. Now, what if you don't want a group anymore? If you want to ungroup things, you will press Ctrl-Alt-G. So you will be using two keys here to control these groups, Ctrl-G and Ctrl-Alt-G, and of course tab to edit your group. And this is it. You now have a really similar workflow to what you get in SketchUp in Blender to manage groups. And this is it. Now you know how to use groups in Blender in a very similar way to what we do in SketchUp. If you liked this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future tutorials. And if you want to go beyond the basics with Blender for Architecture, I will leave links in the description for two of my latest workshops. I have this one here called Blender for Architects, Floor Plans to CAD-Style PDFs, where I teach you how to do 2D drafting in Blender, create PDFs with CAD-style outputs. I will also place a link for Blender Precise 3D Modeling, where I teach you how to use Blender as a CAD tool with precise 3D modeling controls in mind. This is a workshop for people that are trying to use Blender as a CAD tool. And of course, I will also leave links for some of my books. I have them available with many different languages, translations besides English. You can get sample pages. You can take a look into the exercises that I'll provide in each one of the books. Links in the description. And by the way, if you are a channel member, a pro member, take a look into the posts section of the site. Once a month, I will give you a 100% discount code to get either books or workshops, so you can get those resources for free. Again, if you liked this tutorial, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future tutorials. See you next time. Bye.